Yo, Jay.
What up, Raul?
Quick question.
What's up?
McDonald's workers, when they work overtime, is it called a McDouble?
I hate you. I hate you so much. I'm Mick hate you so much right now.
Yes.
McNo.
I am McLovin.
McLovin.
Love it. I love it a lot.
I Mick hate everything that's Mick happening right Mick now.
Shout out to all McDonald's workers. Rate and review on iTunes, guys.
Work for that $15 an hour.
And welcome back to another episode of Pop Song, episode 44.
Yo.
Yeah, man. I'm your host, Raul. Across from me, I got...
Hey, it's Jay Alvarez.
And guess what, guys? We done took the mic away from Marcel. We got Marcel over here on the ones and twos.
We thought we had it figured out. Last week it sounded good.
Yeah, it sounded great, actually.
Now we can't even get it to sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, guys.
One of these days.
Someday.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, episode 44, Jay and Raul. Again, guys, thank you so much for all of the support and the love and the feedback on all social medias.
We got our first Facebook review.
Oh, we did.
Big
Thanks.
up.
Thank you, Peter.
Big up to Peter. We called them out last episode.
We sure did.
We called him and a bunch of other people out last episode.
He definitely came through, so we appreciate that. But before we even get started, guys, again, we want to thank our sponsors, Brevard Nursing Academy. Shouts out to all the students that started this past Monday. Again, for more information, we have classes starting every Monday. www.brevardnursingacademy.com or give them a call, 321-323-9554. And don't forget to tell them Pop sent you. Jay, how was your week, bro?
Week was good, man. I don't know. Every time we do the sponsor announcement, I always feel like that one dude from the Everest commercials. Get up and do something with your life. You got time to watch this commercial.
Yo, that dude. I remember
I've never been and you know what the thing is? I had a good job. I just worked the night shift, so like I was at home during the day to watch this commercial.
Yeah.
It's like, get up and do something with your
just
life.
Sitting there.
But I am. I'm a manager at a hotel. I'm doing really well for myself. Why are you yelling at
Stop
me?
screaming.
No, but for real, get up and call Brevard Nursing Academy and get something going. No, my week was cool, man. My week was cool. I am here. I actually brought a guest with me. I got my son with me. Say what's up, little man.
Hey.
Yeah. That's what's up. I brought a guest with me, too.
Hey,
I don't know if she's going to say anything.
Listen, you going to say hello? Say hello.
Hello.
Yo, she sounded like... That was my daughter, TT.
It's all about baby steps.
Oh, man.
Nah, week was cool, man. Lorraine and I have caught the home decorating bug.
Oh, God, no.
Oh, yeah. We moved the living room from the front part of the house to the back part of the house. We're debating making payments on more furniture because we can't stop ourselves. We can't. We're seeing things and we want things and we want to buy things and we need help. Not help like help buying this. We need help like we need a counselor. We need somebody to help us get over this.
Jesus
Because we are going to end up in the poorhouse before we finish renovating our house. Like, it's not good. It's not healthy. IKEA has taken way more of our money this week than we
you
counted
went
on.
back?
We had to. She had to. I can't even take her. She went back on Friday because so we redid the room. Her brother moved out. We did the room for X, and we forgot to buy bed slats.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's a platform bed. We thought it came with the slats. It doesn't because they. Yeah, silly us. We thought it came with it. And it doesn't because you get to choose whether you put the slats or if you put a box spring.
Yeah, that makes
so
sense.
we didn't realize. We thought it just came with the slats, and if you want, you could not install them. Yeah.
Nope.
Damn you Swedish bastards. Bilking us for every penny you can bilk us for.
Come on down.
They got us. We had to because we had to finish the bed. So we did that. Room looks great. We're still painting because we decided that we were going to paint the dining room a different color.
Yellow.
Because we wanted that color to pop. And
that's how you know. That's how you know when you get that bug. You use shit like, you gotta let it pop. pop. You gotta let it sparkle. It has to match with this and sizzle. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, if we could give the wall in our dining room jazz hands, we would.
Oh, I believe it.
That's where we're at this point. We've been paying, and she's actually texted me a little bit ago saying that she finished touching it up. Because the paint we got for the this paint, fuck Bob Ross. All right, I hate this paint and
just
shit, man.
Just a little dab over here.
It's a little dab, and we're gonna whack it off right over here. Yeah, keep whacking. Because I've been man. So the paint we got, it's a different type of paint. It's the higher quality paint. But this shit, man, it spreads like you look at it hard enough and you smudge it. You know what I mean? Like it's just really hard to apply. We put like 4 coats on. We had to go back to Lowe's to pick up another can because we didn't have enough. But I think we're done. I think we're done. Now we have Now we have red walls in the dining room, which we like. Yeah. We're into. Came out talking about looks like a blood sacrifice that went wrong. Blood. Yeah.
The same red as your shirt.
Oh, I'm gonna come to this house.
Yeah, same red as your shirt.
This is terrifying red.
Yeah, for the people listening to this because you can't see it, Raul's wearing a red shirt. So, but no, it was cool. And then yesterday we went down. X had a game down in Hollywood, Florida. So we went to go. Yeah, the Martin Luther King Center.
Nice.
Lets you know how great this neighborhood was.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, it gets better.
Oh, no.
So we go down to see the game in Hollywood, and Lorraine and I are both from Miami, so we're like, all right, well, we're down. Let's go to Miami and get some. We're gonna eat.
Oh yes.
And we already had it in our head. We were gonna go to a Nicaraguan restaurant. So we're like, all right, cool. But then she said, where? Because we're from Miami, but we don't really know much about Broward County. So we're like, where do we go for good Nicaraguan food in Hollywood? So on the way to his game, I got a cousin that lives in Hollywood. Big shout out to Natalie. Just got married, just had a baby. Congrats on both.
Congrats.
Got married first, then had the baby. She did it the right way.
Smart.
She did it the white way, I should say.
There you go.
Not the right way, the white way. Because Hispanics do it the opposite way. You got to have 2 or 3 kids. That way you have a pallbearer, I was about to say.
Wow.
That way you have a ring bearer and a flower girl. You just use your own kids.
Facts. It's cheaper that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so I hit up my cousin, told her we were in town. We went to her place, and she told us where a good Nicaraguan restaurant was. Now the one she told us was all the way down to Miami International Airport. We ain't going that far south.
Nah, fam.
Ain't no reason for it. Not on a Sunday. This place was out in the boot, and we're not doing it. So we looked up Nicaraguan restaurants near me. That's what we said to Google, and Google gave us some hits. The first one that Google sent us to was closed. And Google didn't tell us that because Google is full of shit. So we went to the second one. We go to the second one. We get inside. We're looking at the food, and it looks bad. Like, not that it looks bad like, oh, this food doesn't look like it's good. It looks bad like it turned. Like, this will send you to a hospital.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so we're like, I'm not getting anything in here. So we go to this third one. Now, this third one, food was okay. Food was pretty good. It was okay, but it was good because we haven't had it in a while.
Right.
Now we walked into this place and we thought we walked into the wrong place. We thought we walked into those banquet halls you can rent for private parties.
Yeah.
Because we walk in and there's this dude in a mariachi outfit singing poorly into a karaoke machine.
Oh Lord.
And it was bad. Like, it was bad. It was so bad that you looked at this guy, you listened to his voice, and you knew immediately that he was the owner's nephew. Kind of like the lead singer at church is just the one that owns a microphone.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's the singing at this restaurant because he owns a mariachi suit.
There
Like,
you go.
you know that there was the owner's brother was like, listen, my son, he lives at home. He don't have no job. But he has a mariachi outfit, man. Let him sing, man. Let him make some money. It was so bad, we sat outside.
Oh, that's bad.
We could still hear it. It sounded like the slaughter of Porky Pig. That's what his singing sounded like. It was bad. It was, so we spent more money on this food than we thought we were going to. We're listening to some guy singing to a karaoke machine. Some drunk guy started singing a cappella with him. It was just bad times all around. But we made up for it because right next door was this nice little place called Mojo Donuts.
Oh, I've heard of that.
We never have.
Heard of that.
Donuts with like everything.
Yeah.
There's one with bacon, Fruit Loops.
Oh, Fruit Loops.
Fruity Pebbles, Oreos.
I need to go there.
They had the 420 Stoner Munchies.
Yes.
Which is a chocolate donut with potato sticks on it.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yo, that sounds amazing.
Yeah. Cotton candy with sprinkles. It was nice. And I never heard of this place, but you walk in and there are like just newspaper articles, magazine articles. They got ratings and shit.
Yeah, man.
So I was like, oh, we kind of stumbled onto a nice little place. It's nice when you walk in. For some reason, Michael Stipe was dancing on the TV screen. I don't understand why. It was weird, but it felt like it belonged. I didn't feel like I was losing my religion. I wasn't standing there in the corner.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, all the Michael Stipe jokes. But so that was cool. And then we drove up and we went to my niece's birthday party last night, and that was my weekend. Short story long. That's how it was.
Man,
food, basketball, and baby birthdays.
Baby birthdays.
How was your weekend, man?
You know, I actually, you know how you said last week, like, hey, I'm gonna come home and just do nothing. I'm not gonna do shit.
Oh, ha!
I got to do that.
Really? 'Cause
Yes.
That was supposed to be my day today. You know what I did today? I went to Lowe's and bought more fucking paint because I didn't have enough to finish painting the goddamn dining room. 'Cause I've been painting the fucking dining room today.
Let me tell you something.
Today was my day to not do dick, and I did the dining room.
So
please.
I already thought you were about to say it. I did dick. I was about to say,
No, so
I'll
please
fucking do it.
Tell me how your relaxing day was.
Oh man, let me tell you something. I got the text at I get off work at 3:30. I got the text at 3:00. We're going here. You should meet us. Nope. We went to the pool. I went to the pool, right? On Saturday? They went to the pool. I was like, oh, we're gonna bring your trunks and your water shoes and everything. Just meet us at this pool here. Fuck no.
I love how it was meet us at this pool here.
Yeah.
Like some random spot, like, hey, listen, we found an abandoned house, but the pool is clean.
That's what it felt like. So they went, and I was like, nope, I'm not doing it. I literally drove past them. They were coming this way, and I was going that way. And they were like, are you coming? Nope. Went home, bro. I kicked off my shoes. I sat on my couch, and I put on some music, and I just sat there in just total bliss. There's no kids. There's no kids fighting. There's no Fortnite going on. Nothing. Have you ever done that?
No.
Yeah. You need to do it.
I can't.
Oh my gosh.
I can't remember the last time I did it.
It's so good, bro. It was peaceful. I got up, I made a sandwich, I sat back down, and I was able to finish my sandwich by myself without my son saying, hey, can I have a piece? No, you can't have a piece. It was great. It was great.
I'm jealous.
It was so good. Then Sunday, Sunday I got up and came here to the studio. And Marcel forced me to make music. That's what happened. After I walk in,
I saw it.
I walk in, he's making stuff. I was like, oh man, this sounds amazing. He cleared the whole shit. Make a beat. I was like, what? He's like, make something.
That's just all the racial connotations that are going on with this. Make music for me, black man.
So I'm there trying to fuck around with the drum machine. He was like, dude, just put a fucking sample. I was like, all right.
Big Shia LaBeouf.
Exactly. That's exactly what it felt like. He was right behind me, right in my friggin' ear. So I made something. It was nice. It's different for whatever it was, and I'm proud of it. I will be putting it out soon, guys. That was my week. I did nothing, and then I did a whole lot of something.
I still make hate you.
Hey, don't be a McAsshole, bro. All right, just let it go. Just let it go. But aside from all of that, everybody's good. Everybody's in good health. Everybody's in good spirits. We do have some sad news that we gotta go off top.
Yeah.
Last week, what was it? Kate Spade found dead of an apparent suicide. Rest in peace to her. This week, Anthony Bourdain. That one shocked me. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know much about Kate Spade. I know she makes nice purses. No, that's not a dig. That's what I know.
Yeah, I didn't even know she was David Spade's sister-in-law.
Yeah, I knew she was there somehow, but I just thought she didn't want to be known, so I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
But it's unfortunate. Found dead, apparent suicide, and then Anthony Bourdain like a week later. I watched Anthony Bourdain. I watched No Reservations on Travel Channel. I watched all of his shit. He was cool. I loved watching. He was I'm not even gonna say that. He was an asshole, but he was good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It fit. He felt like a person I can just talk to.
It was one show you could sit down and watch and think, I want to have a beer with this guy.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like it'll be a good beer and just a bunch of great stories.
Yeah.
That's it. And unfortunately, like I said, he's found dead of an apparent suicide again, about 61 years old.
Damn, was he that old?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got one episode. It was what Parts Unknown. He's got 2 episodes that I really love.
Too. Yeah.
Parts Unknown, Colombia, because he actually went to a restaurant in Cali, which is the restaurant was like a block away from my uncle's house. So I seen that neighborhood on TV. I was like, oh shit, that's my uncle. That's my Tío Negro's neighborhood. All right, nice.
Yeah.
And then there was another episode. I think he did Austin. Some episode. Oh no. It wasn't Austin. It wasn't Texas. It was somewhere in the South, like South Carolina or Georgia somewhere. And one of his chef buddies took him to Waffle House. He had never been to a Waffle House before. Yeah. So you got to see Anthony Bourdain eat at Waffle House for the first time. And it was marvelous.
Glorious shit.
It was the best thing ever. And then that same chef actually on Mind of a Chef, another show that Bourdain produced, he overtook the second season and had an episode in Charleston, South Carolina. Still one of my favorite episodes of Mind of a Chef. I get hungry thinking about it. Now I want some Savannah red rice.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So definitely a big rest in peace to Kate Spade as well as Anthony Bourdain. A lot of people want to bring up, mental health, and this is something that we want to get into at another episode. But guys, reach out to your friends. Reach out to someone. Talk to them. Stop sending them to telling them the suicide hotline number. They don't want to talk to a random person. They need to talk to their friends, to their family. Check on them.
Yeah,
please. That's all. Simple. Okay, you want to text? Simple Snapchat, simple Facebook. Call them. Have a conversation. You don't know how much that would change a person.
Yeah,
I promise you.
It's hard for somebody to think no one cares when you hit them up.
Yeah.
They're like, no one cares. Oh, this guy just asked me how I was doing.
Exactly.
He must want something.
Whether you do, whether you don't, doesn't matter. Hit him up. Hit him up. That's all that we can say. Rest in peace to those 2 great people. So on a bit of a lighter note, we're gonna get into some box office talk. And man,
I thought you said lighter stuff.
Well, this box office weekend was a little surprising. We got Ocean's 8 coming in at number 1 with 41 mil.
Yeah.
I did not expect that.
No.
At all.
Not even a little bit. Especially with the marketing. This is one of the few movies that I can say I knew it was coming out. I haven't seen a single trailer for it.
Right. If you're not, because we're movie buffs, so we look into these things.
Yeah.
I seen it. I knew it was coming out. I heard about it since last year, since they started production. No, I haven't really seen anything.
There wasn't a lot of heavy marketing for this one. And it seems like it worked out because when you had the Ghostbusters remake come out, there was a lot of marketing and a lot of backlash.
Oh, you know what?
And the movie wasn't bad either.
I didn't think about that.
So with this one, there was definitely a more hushed approach. And I think the numbers are speaking. And I didn't see the movie for my own personal reasons, but I think this movie is doing a lot better, and the movie is a lot better than I thought it would be. Like, there are some really good reviews coming out. People are saying this movie is not what I thought it was going to be.
Exactly.
And it's a lot better for it.
That's good because it's you're right. I didn't even think about the whole Ghostbuster thing. They didn't promote it. They did, as much as they did the Ghostbusters thing. They didn't play it up to say, oh, all female cast and blah blah blah, because that felt as though they were trying to entice women to come see it just because. But this one was straight up. It's not. I don't want to say chick flick, but it's something that definitely droves of women with their girlfriends went out to go see with each other to have a good time. And I think that's what drove it up to the 41 mil. That's good. I haven't seen it yet. My daughter has. I definitely want to take a look because I do like the Ocean's movies.
Right.
The one that I got into it, Ocean's 13 with Al Pacino.
Yeah.
I got into it with that. Then I went back and watched the rest of them. I was like, this shit is really good.
Ocean's 11 was really good. I mean, Steve Soderbergh did a really good job with him. He's really good with heist movies anyway. Steve Soderbergh also did Logan Lucky.
Okay. I gotta finish that. Yeah.
So I liked Ocean's 11. Ocean's 12 I thought was hot garbage, and most people agree Ocean's 12 is the weak one out of the 3.
Yeah.
That's the one where they tell Julia Roberts, like, hey, you look like Julia Roberts. Really?
Oh, no.
That's how we're playing this plot line out?
About that one.
Yeah. And then Ocean's 13 was actually pretty good too.
I liked Ocean's 13
So
a
they
lot.
rebounded.
I did.
Ocean's 8, I didn't want to see this. I hate that they want to do all-female remakes. Not because they're doing all-women remakes. I don't have a problem with women leading movies. I just feel like you're selling them short by making them do remakes. You know what I mean? Why don't you just give them an original movie?
Give them an original screenplay so they can go ahead and do what they need to do. It's I like that they are trying a different thing, but you're right. Give them their own franchise.
Give them their own franchise.
Don't say, hey, those is all male. Now let's do this one. Nah, man.
I didn't see the movie, so obviously I don't know. But
Right.
I mean, by connecting it with Ocean's 8, this is a heist movie. It has to be a heist movie because it's an Ocean's movie.
Right.
You could have just brought these women together and made a heist movie and called it anything else.
You know what? But I do think they used the name as, because it wouldn't have gone to 41 million if you didn't have that Oceans in the front.
And that's the other side of the other side of it. There is that brand recognition, and
Right.
that does help people watch the movie. Exactly. I just hate that you need that to get people to watch the movie in the first place. Because you got Sandra Bullock, you got
Kate
who else is in this?
Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett. You got Sandra Bullock and Kate Blanchett, two of the best actresses out right now,
Right.
and you have to connect them to George Clooney so people go watch a movie with them in it.
Sadly, that's true, though.
I hate it is, and I hate that that's where we are.
Yeah.
I just wish we could have all these women in a movie, and you wouldn't have to tie it to something else to get people to convince people that it's a decent watch.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at with it. But I am happy that it did well. I really am.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm happy that it's doing well. Happy that people are watching it, and hopefully this leads to bigger, better things.
Yeah, maybe this will break down. Because what Red Sparrow was an original, right?
Red Sparrow was an original. The biggest problem with that one is that it starred Jennifer Lawrence.
Did you see it?
No, because it starred Jennifer Lawrence.
It wasn't bad. I promise you. Take it out when you can.
Cool. I would have rather seen Scarlett Johansson, and I
Yeah,
would have
but
rather
then-
seen it called Black Widow.
Exactly.
Because I feel like it was the same movie.
It's just rated R.
Okay.
It was Deadpool.
Yeah.
It is what it was. But yeah, man, I want to check out Ocean's 8. My daughter saw it. She said it was good. It made her want to go back and watch the others. So I'm definitely going to check it out when I get a chance. You know what I'm not really going to check out? And my other daughter keeps pressuring me to? Solo, a Star Wars story.
Is that still number 2?
They're coming at number 2 with another 15 mil for a grand total of 176 mil domestically. And there's reports coming out saying that it may not even reach 200 mil. I don't see why it wouldn't. But that's what the reports are saying. You still haven't seen this yet either, huh?
No, I have no intention to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll check it out when it comes out, when it starts streaming, I guess.
Maybe. I'm not excited about it.
You know what it is?
I watched all the spoiler reviews already.
My thing, I have too.
Mm-hmm.
And my thing is, I love Star Wars. I want to keep loving Star Wars.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch this movie and be like, nope.
Yeah, that's my fear.
And I'll be honest. This movie, whether it's good or bad, isn't gonna make me stop watching Star Wars, or like it'll just be like, okay, this was a bad movie in the Star Wars universe. I mean, the prequels didn't stop me.
True.
Solo is no way. Solo's worse than Episode 1.
Episode 2. I like Episode 1. Episode 2 is
Episode
fucking
2, yeah.
garbage.
Fair.
Yeah.
I'll give you that one. Episode's 2, the
Ay,
worst
Dios
one.
mío. It was bad. I'm gonna check it out one of these days. Maybe. I'm not too sure. I'm not too keen on it. But you know what I want to see again? Deadpool 2 coming in at number 3 with another 14 mil for a grand total of 279 mil. Man.
I think Fox shot themselves in the foot with this one. I don't know why they didn't just pick another release date, because there's no way they thought that it was going to top Solo. Regardless of how bad Solo ended up being, Deadpool's going to lose to Star Wars.
It is, but is it really losing by that much?
It's not, and it's making good money, but people aren't talking about it anymore.
I feel as though they should have kept that. Well, it wouldn't have been this February for them, but they should have had an offshoot date, like a September or something like that.
Yeah,
You know
bring
what I
it
mean?
back in this. Solo didn't come out in December. There's nothing coming out this Christmas that I can think of off the top of my head.
No, there's a lot of shit. Aquaman, I have to say it because it's Aquaman. Aquaman, Mary Poppins is coming out this Christmas.
Yeah.
The Bumblebee movie.
Wait, isn't Aquaman coming out in October?
No, that's December.
Oh, is it a December release?
Oh wait, maybe you're right.
I thought it was October.
I think December is gonna be Wonder Woman 2, not this year, but whenever it's coming out. I think okay, maybe you're right. So they got Mary Poppins and Bumblebee movie 2, so maybe you're right. There's nothing much coming out. The Grinch animated thing.
No, you'll have your Christmas movies, but you don't have anything comic book related coming out.
You're right. They should have. Solo should have been planted there, and they should have just kept it there. I want it to be because I think the episode 9 is gonna be in the summertime too.
Yeah. They're shifting their release dates.
They're shooting themselves in the foot. I don't care. Marvel owns the summer.
Yeah.
Pixar owns that stretch between October, November. Star Wars was my Christmas. Me and my daughter went Christmas to go watch Star Wars.
You know what it is though? It's all Disney at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's true.
It
literally was all Disney.
Yeah, it's all Disney.
I didn't even realize that. That's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad.
That's why they're the powerhouse.
You know what I am not I'm not ready for. I'm not ready for this Hereditary movie.
Oh no! Oh yeah.
I'm not coming in at number 4 with opening at 13 mil, which is not bad for a horror movie in the summer,
Yeah.
bruh. So we watched the trailer.
I watched the trailer.
Oh my god. Just the trailer alone is messing with me. Like, I'm not ready to see that at all. I'm gonna see it, but shit, man.
I never heard of this movie, and when I was looking at the box office numbers earlier today, and I heard about it, and people were telling me that the couple things that I heard about it were, there's mindfuckery afoot. Mm-hmm. A lot of mindfuckery
afoot. You gotta coin that phrase. Mindfuckery.
There's mindfuckery afoot. So I went and checked out the trailer, and I was floored. And I don't like horror movies. For a couple different reasons. One, they're just not my thing. I'm not really into them. Slasher movies to me are kind of dumb and cheesy and campy. And I get they're supposed to be. It's not my thing.
Yeah.
And then those jump movies, the ones that like jump out and startle you.
Yeah.
I don't like that shit. I don't like being scared. I don't like it when something startles me.
I can see you punching somebody in the face and they jump out of a cat.
Yeah, no, there's a reason I don't go to horror nights. Like Halloween horror nights at Universal Orlando, I don't go. Nope. Not for my safety, for the staff's. All right, because I will punch somebody in the face for coming at me with a chainsaw.
Yes.
All right.
Punch the chainsaw.
So I'm gonna punch them. I'm gonna take the chainsaw and I'm gonna hit them with it.
There you go.
So I don't. So when I saw the trailer for this and I started reading the reviews, I went to my girl. I said, Lorraine, babe, let's go watch a horror movie. She loves horror.
Oh god.
And that is her jam. And she went from ear to ear, that smile. And she looked at me and I said, but here's the deal. I showed her the trailer. She's like, yes, we're going to watch this. I said, perfect. I need to watch all the spoiler reviews first, though.
Yes.
Because I'm going to have to baby step my way into this.
That
I
makes
can't
sense.
watch this movie and be scared because I am not strong enough as a man for her to see me that scared.
Yo.
Like, I need to know what I'm walking into and have some idea.
You're right. No, because me and my daughter, Tiana, who's here right now, one scary movie a year. We started that last year. Mm-hmm. Last year was It. Let me tell you something. Me and her were in that movie theater screaming like two little girls every time. Every time. We watched the movie at home and still screaming.
Speaking of It, off on a sidebar, because we were looking for news articles to talk about. We were trying to figure something. Yeah. Isaiah Mustafa got cast as Adult Mike in It.
Adult Mike, the black guy?
Yeah. Isaiah Mustafa is the guy from he's the guy from the Old Spice commercials.
Really?
Yeah. I'm a horse.
I like that guy.
So he just got cast as Adult Mike.
That's good.
That's interesting.
I'm excited for It Chapter 2 because I never watched the original. I think you just watched the original, didn't you? My daughter just watched it. She said it was the biggest waste of 3 hours of her life. She hated it. But I'm excited for it. It surprised me. Even though it was scared shitless.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it did. Even though I was scared shitless, I love the story. I love, because it played off of the what's the Stranger Things vibe.
Oh, I
right?
thought you were gonna say book. It's called the book.
It played off the book. It played off the Stranger Things. Everybody was hopped up on Stranger Things and how good that was or is. So the music, everything, the story went great. I loved all of it.
Yeah, it's a big nostalgia factor.
Yeah,
I still haven't seen it.
Oh, you definitely have to see it.
Yeah.
So
dumb.
But yeah, I think between this and another movie that we're getting to talk about a little later, between one of them, I have to watch one for this year, and I don't know if it's going to be this yet because I'm scared now. You said I gotta watch it with lights on, make sure there's daylight outside, all that.
That's what one guy said.
I just might
watch this movie early in the day, so that way when you leave, there's still daylight.
Yeah.
For two reasons. One, that way it's not dark and you're a little less scared. Mm-hmm. And two, you need a couple extra hours to process what you just watched.
Yeah. And shout outs to Peter Velez for letting us know, because he watched Ocean's 8 and Hereditary.
Yeah.
Let us know that, hey man, you're probably gonna die in the theater. Be careful. Yes. Appreciate you, brother.
Thanks, Peter.
And rounding out the top 5, of course, Avengers: Infinity War, bringing in another $7 million for a total of what's that? $655 million.
Just hit or they're just short of $2 billion now.
Yeah, so it's definitely gonna cross that. No, without a question. Still kicking, still going. A lot of little tidbits and news coming out about episode 4, Avengers 4. I'm kind of staying away from all of that.
I am too. Like when I first came out of that movie, I wanted to know everything about episode 4. But now I don't.
I need.
Now I'm far enough. I'm like, you know what? No. Let them surprise me.
Yeah,
I'll watch the trailer when it comes out because their trailers are pretty good.
Exactly.
They don't ruin much, but they give you an idea of what's happening. I'll just stick with the marketing.
Their trailers are very misleading.
Yeah,
we all know that part.
Very misleading.
Let me tell you something. We got what, Ant-Man coming up next.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that Venom is going to do something, but the comic book fan in me wants to think that Venom is going to tie somehow loosely into that. Good. Right?
Best of luck.
Yeah, I know. And then we got Luke Cage season 2 coming out in this month, so June 22nd.
Yeah,
I'm with that. And then we have Daredevil season 3 coming out later on this year. All of that's supposed to be. Those are gonna be what I look for little teasers for what the hell else is gonna go on. That's it. I don't need nothing else. Don't show me that poster with all their costumes and the Hulk with a full suit on. I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
Let's just wait till the movie comes out. Just stop, guys. Okay. Jesus. Sorry. But yeah, that's the top 5 box office. It's looking surprising in my opinion. Would have never thought there would be a horror movie like of that caliber in the top 5, which when you have Solo and Deadpool and Avengers in the mix. I'm pretty sure Black Panther is still like top 20. Then you have Incredibles 2 coming out next week. Or this week. Shit.
This week.
Yeah. This week. So it's definitely gonna look a little different, but we've been surprised before. Why not?
Yeah.
But moving right along to Trailer Park Dads. That's our little segment we like to call for the trailers that came out.
Yeah.
Couple different ones that hit. The Girl in the Spiderweb. We watched that.
Watch that trailer, yeah.
And we're still here like, what?
Yeah, so it's a sequel to The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
That I've never seen.
I never saw that one either, but I've heard good things. But it's definitely one of those like auteur type films. Mm-hmm. This is definitely following along that same vein. I don't know.
It's not, like I said to you, it's not something I want to pay for.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad by any means. Right. It's just not something that it's not something I would pay money to watch.
It looks interesting enough because I do want to check it out, but I'm not driving to the movie theater to watch this.
Yeah,
no, I'm good, fam. But apparently that's a big franchise, like Girl with Dragon Tattoo.
It is a big deal.
It's a big deal. So a lot of people are excited about it. Trailer is out now. Definitely go ahead and search it on YouTube. It looks interesting, like I said, but the next one that hit though for me, again, another horror movie, Halloween. This one is a direct sequel to Halloween 1 that came out 40 years ago. I'm not even sure.
Yeah.
Direct sequel. So everything that happened after that, the movie with Busta Rhymes, whatever, none of that is taken into effect. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. No. This trailer did some shit to me.
I'm like I said earlier. I've never been into horror movies.
Right.
Halloween is one of those slasher movies that I've never really cared about.
Right.
It doesn't scare me. Like I can watch blood. I watch blood and guts all day. Show it to me while I'm eating. I'm fine with that. Mm-hmm. But just the movie, it's just like, oh wait, which girl's gonna get caught in the sprinklers or the rainstorm and fall down and get murdered this time? I don't care. Like you can see the black guy in the first 5 minutes of the movie, like he's gonna die first because that's how these movies work every time.
Didn't even see a black guy in the trailer.
No, because he died before they started shooting the trailer.
Yeah.
So the trailer looks good. I'll give it to him. Jamie Lee Curtis is starting to look like Kathy Bates. That's interesting.
Yo, that's nuts. I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
She's shooting a shotgun. You're not even seeing her shoulder jerk back, so she's managing that thing like a G.
Facts.
I guess I'll take Lorraine to watch it.
One thing is keeping me interested in this Blumhouse Productions. Side note, my brother just saw Upgrade. I was supposed to go with him, but I think I was at the Jump House or some shit.
Right.
He said Upgrade was phenomenal.
Oh, I did hear. Yeah, I did hear good about that.
Upgrade was crazy.
See, you're talking about this being Blumhouse and that being a good thing. Truth or Dare was also a Blumhouse film.
Everybody's allowed one, dude.
Everybody's
allowed one.
I don't get excited for it anymore. It's just I see it because there's been a couple of missteps on it, and not to say that I'm not happy to see them making movies, and I'm happy to hear that they still make this movie's Blumhouse. Okay, I just don't get excited for it, like, oh wow, really? Now it's more like, oh cool,
okay,
got it.
Fair enough. It's still a production. I mean, like I said, the truth. I still haven't seen Truth or Dare. We definitely want to.
No one has.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
I definitely want to check it out still. But Happy Death Day was surprising as shit to me.
Yeah.
I liked Happy Death Day. So I'm rolling only because Halloween is doing Blumhouse. Blumhouse does horror right, in my opinion, right now. I think A24 is making Hereditary or made Hereditary. They're pretty sick in the head too. So
A24 has been killing it with some of their releases lately.
So I'm definitely putting the two of them against each other. But if I have to choose between Hereditary and Halloween this year, it might be Halloween that we see in theaters because I'm a little less scared of that.
I'm less scared of Mike Myers than I am of that chick in Hereditary.
Yeah, that bitch who started banging her head on the table.
Yeah.
Or the dude. I don't even listen, man. That was crazy.
I gotta decompress from the trailer. I finished when I was done watching the trailer. I felt the same way I did at the end of Infinity War.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I was like, I need a moment. I need a couple of minutes.
I need a day. I need to take a day. I had to call the boss and listen. There's been a death in the family.
Who died? Steve Rogers.
Everybody. Spoiler. Sorry.
He didn't.
The next one we want to talk about, dude, is definitely a movie I'm going to see as soon as it comes out. How to Train Your Dragon 3.
Yeah.
That is another surprising little franchise.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot. I was watching it because they have the main movies and then they got the little shows on Netflix. I don't really pay attention to those, but I like it. I love the animation. I love all I love the growth in all the characters.
I love that the characters are actually growing.
Yeah.
Like in age.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like the Simpsons effect where it's three movies over the course of 10 years and they still look the same. No, Hiccup is 10 years older.
Yeah,
he's got a beard. He's like leading. So I like that they're doing that approach. You're right. I remember when How to Train Your Dragon 2 was announced and I was like, oh God, why are they doing this? Mm-hmm. Just let it be good.
Yeah.
And then it came out and I was like, this is good.
Yeah.
Like, this is really good.
Yeah, man.
This is almost better than the first.
Yeah.
A lot of people think it was better than the first.
I like it better than the first because it first one, spoilers guys. First one he lost his leg. That was a big deal. For a kid's movie. Second one he lost his dad.
Yeah.
That was big. That's like all he found his mom but then lost his dad. That's some shit that children's movies don't tackle.
Yeah.
And I like that.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what's gonna happen here because the trailer and everything is definitely playing to kids. Definitely playing to kids.
Yeah.
But they know that we are taking these goddamn kids to see this shit. And they putting stuff in there for us.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot.
It's been very impressive. I'm happy. I like the trailer. I like there's that little part where the Toothless is doing the bird mating dance.
Yeah.
So that was funny to me because that's something that the kids will laugh at dancing and all the parents will laugh because we saw David Attenborough narrate that exact same dance on Planet Earth.
Nice. Jesus.
How's that for some deep cuts?
Deep cut J over here. Jesus.
I'm sorry, Sir David Attenborough. How dare I?
How dare you?
not say his name with the panache that it deserves.
But nah, man, I'm extremely excited about it. And this is an early trailer release. This is why I say we need a full trailer for Aquaman. This isn't coming out till March of next year.
Yeah.
We need a full trailer for Aquaman now.
Yeah.
I guess Comic-Con is coming up, so might do it. Hopefully.
I hope so, because I've spoken to some people who forgot that Aquaman was even coming out.
See what I'm saying? Yeah, that's nuts. But yeah, that rounds up the trailer park dad section. Another segment we got 8 tracking. This is where I play some shit for Jay so I can possibly piss him off. Sometimes I do. Sometimes he's like, hey man, it's not bad.
Yeah. No, last week was a good week.
Last week was a good week.
I was impressed with some of the songs you picked out. This week, what did you bring for me this week?
So we got a couple different ones. Georgia Smith released an album, Lost and Found. I've been listening to this album. I've been listening to this album for the past week since it came out. I really like it. It's smooth. This is exact. As a matter of fact, this is what I listened to on the day I wasn't doing shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was the best soundtrack to not doing shit.
It's good because when I was listening to it, I was bored.
There you go.
Makes sense.
I played him Blue Lights, the number 8 track off of Lost and Found, and he didn't too dig it.
It wasn't bad. It sounded like a hook. It was the same thing that happened last week with I don't remember which song it was. I think it was a Kanye one. I was waiting for the song. I was waiting for the song to start.
Yeah.
And then 3 minutes later, the next song started, and I was like, oh, well, that was it, I guess.
Oh man. man.
Same way this one. Like she's got a great. I know I've heard her voice before on the hooks of several songs, and it's just great. Now you gave her a 3-minute hook to sing. Congratulations.
Well, I like her album. She the first song I heard from her was called Teenage Fantasy. I like her voice. But you did break down what you thought she sounded like.
Yeah, she sounded like Amy Winehouse. That's what it felt. I don't even remember what I said. I remember Amy Winehouse. What was it I said?
No, he said he sounds like Amy Winehouse without. Was it without the drugs?
Amy Winehouse without being entertaining.
Yeah, there you go. Amy Winehouse, but no talent.
Yeah,
that's what he said. I listen. She's only 21. Actually, her birthday is today.
Oh, is it?
Weird.
Oh,
yeah.
All right.
She's from the United Kingdom. I do like the album. I do see things for her going forward. But you're right. She's been on a lot of hooks. She's worked with Drake. She's worked with Kendrick on the Black Panther soundtrack. To be honest.
Okay.
I like it. I like her voice. It's soulful, and it's just, I guess, background music. Something to just make the dig a lot smoother.
See, that's the thing though. If you're gonna don't make background music. Not if you're trying to be. Not if you. There's just a lot of background singers.
A lot of
people are background singers. Don't be a background singer if you got your solo album coming out. And granted, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't listen to the whole album. We only listened to track 8.
Yeah.
I'm sure there were other songs on that album that were good. She has a great voice. I don't take away anything from her. That one song, maybe I wouldn't listen to anything else. I'm like, all right, I'm done with this album.
No problem. Well, we got Neo dropped an album as well called Good Man. And I didn't listen to this album as a matter of fact, no. I got up to number 4 on the album, which featured Romeo Santos.
See, that alone, I told you,
Yeah.
like when I was a kid and I was in the CD bins and I would have pulled that out and saw, this has Romeo Santos on it. I would have put that right back in the CD bin. I wouldn't have even gone to listen to it.
Exactly. No, so I didn't play that one, but I played Breathe.
Well, we did. We did play it for a little bit because I wanted to hear it.
And it was not good.
It was exactly what I thought
That's
it would
when I
be.
turned the album off.
It was horrible.
But Breathe. Production was great on Breathe. I loved the beat. I loved the direction I thought it was going, and then the vocals came in.
Yeah.
How did you feel?
I was still bored. I'm still bored from listening to that song. We didn't even listen to the song the whole way through. At some point, out of sheer boredom, I just said, "Hey, play the one with Romeo Santos' name next to it."
Sheer boredom.
Yeah, because I was so bored. I'd rather listen to shitty song than be bored and listening to this song.
That's all bad.
Was Neo. I don't know why Neo's still making. He's like Maxwell. They're still making music, and no one knows why.
Again, I haven't listened to the album yet. I definitely want to finish it. But I got to that Romeo Santos part, and I was like, I'm not digging this. I'm going to go ahead and actually do something with my life.
Yeah.
I'm going to get up and just go.
Yeah.
Neo, if you guys got any opinion on it, definitely give us a call on that. But I like all his other music. I'm a Neo fan, so I expected great things from it.
The last song that Neo did that I liked was the one he did with Calvin Harris.
Oh,
about
really?
4 years ago.
That's a long-ass time ago.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, Let's Go shit. It was like mad EDM. Nah, fam. I can't play that. And then Jay was like, hey, put on some John Coltrane. I was like,
if I'm going to be bored, I'm at least going to be bored listening to Coltrane.
What the fuck? What kind of old people? Whatever. So we Untitled Original 11383. This shit doesn't even have a name, but I like what I heard. It's jazz, basically. It's jazz music, and we listened to it with some visuals playing in the background. Not like a video. It's literally just visuals of different shit happening.
So it's a song that they found that he never released, and they were like, oh, well, let's put this out.
Yeah, basically. I liked it. It's cool. It's something that Marcel's probably gonna make me sample next time he forces me to make music.
More than likely.
So I definitely appreciate that. So thank you for putting me on.
See, every now and then I gotta come bring my own music because sometimes this is not one of those good weeks. Yeah, I like to see. So I got introduced to Coltrane and jazz in general, of course in Harlem, because where else?
Exactly.
We're better. I was actually at Sylvia's restaurant waiting for a friend of mine to show up, and I was there was this dude selling bootleg CDs out on the table, and I was like, let me go look at these because I don't know who's buying CDs. It was like 2014.
Oh yeah.
But I go there and I talk to the dude. Dude's name is Daniel. Because we ended up having many more conversations because I would see him. I was living in Harlem.
Yeah.
So I would see him around and we'd talk music. So he put me on to Thelonious Monk. He put me on to Duke Ellington, Johnny Coltrane. He really introduced me to jazz and what jazz is. Dave Brubeck, he got me into Vince Gallardi. These aren't, they're not even all black people. Like he's just like, these are the He told me there are only 2 white people who did jazz right: Dave Brubeck and Vince Gilardi. Any other white person doing jazz isn't doing it well.
Right.
And I was like, that sounds wildly just dismissive. And then I went back and then I started listening to more jazz. And the more jazz I listened to, the more I realized that Daniel was right.
Thank you, Daniel.
Yeah, thanks for putting me on.
Goddamn. Hope you're listening. But yeah. So I really like what I heard on that. I don't get me wrong, folks. I like all kinds of music except for gospel. Don't crucify me. But finally,
CeCe Winans got some pipes on her.
fam.
Yeah.
No. The most gospel you get from me is Chance the Rapper. That's it. I'm not doing it.
The only reference I have is CeCe Winans. I don't have
You see what I'm
anything
saying?
else. Mario Winans, didn't he sing some gospel too?
Nah.
I don't know.
He was definitely not gospel.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know who that is, to be honest.
I know for a fact Joe don't.
No.
Mario Winans? Mario, yeah, wasn't he on Puff Daddy's label?
Yeah,
Wasn't he
him.
on
Okay,
Bad Boy?
so
Yeah.
if that's the guy, then no, he did not do gospel.
I'm pretty sure he did this. I don't know.
We don't know, folks. We're not professionals.
I don't listen to gospel.
Exactly. There it is.
It shows.
But finally, so this week, part 3 of Kanye's 5-week, 7-track.
The saga of Ye.
Yeah, the saga of Ye. That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Kid Cudi and Kanye released an album called Kids See Ghosts. We played track, was it 4? Fourth Dimension? Featuring Louis Prima.
Louis Prima, yeah. The only reason we did track 4 and not track 6 is because it said featuring Louis Prima. And I got my kid with me, Louis Prima, saying, I want to be like you on the Jungle Book. And I said, let's give that a shot.
Yeah.
It was all right.
I dig it. I
like the way the song. I like the way the song's produced. I definitely like the way the song's produced.
Absolutely.
Kanye got on there and started being Kanye with the lyrics. And I was like, all right, well, that's cool, I guess. And then Kid Cudi got on there and he started being Kid Cudi with his verse. And I was like, oh,
That's the
okay.
thing. With this album, if you are not a Kid Cudi fan like that, like if you don't get his style, you're not really gonna like it. And I like Kid Cudi.
See, I thought I was a Kid Cudi fan because I like Day and Night. That doesn't make you a Kid Cudi fan. That is not Kid Cudi.
That's not who he is now.
Yeah, that's how he is. And like the more I listen to him, I'm like, this isn't what I thought it was.
no,
This is what I thought I was getting into.
I like his music. It's different. But a lot of times it's a lot more depressing than what this is. But this one. I like this album. 7 songs, not enough for me. I take what I can get.
Yeah.
I like it. All 7 tracks are not bad. It's him and Kanye, so it's not just Kid Cudi.
Right.
First track starts off with Pusha T spitting, which is always great. But then you get into
Still waiting for that track, Drake. Huh?
Yeah.
What track? Oh, that track don't exist. That's
It
right.
doesn't
Nope.
at all. Sit your ass down.
Talking about Martin Shkreli has the track.
Oh, did they really? That would be hilarious.
That's the joke coming out right now. Like, oh yeah, Martin Shkreli bought it. That's why no one's heard it yet.
Yeah. Yep, I believe it.
He's got it stored next to HIV medication.
Jesus Christ. Oh, what's the shit in Deadpool? Is a cure for blindness and 2 pounds of cocaine in here. That's what Drake this is.
Yep.
Yeah, man. The Kid Cudi album is pretty dope. I like it. It's something I've been playing for about a week. Not a week. Well, since it came out. It's different. Well, very, very well produced.
Yes.
Kanye has not lost it there, obviously. But again, if you're not a Kid Cudi fan, it's not going to be for you. Again, folks, definitely give us a call. Let us know what you think of these topics. Let us know what new music are you listening to. 321-405-2219.
Yeah, hit us up on social media as well. Hit us up on the Pops On Pops On the podcast on Facebook and Instagram, Twitter at the Pops On Pod. Hit us up on email. You want to do it old school? Cool.
Yeah. Old school's
no
fine.
dad jokes at gmail.com. We got you. We here for you. Hit us up. Leave us a dad joke. Let us know what you're looking forward to as far as trailers go. Which horror movie are you thinking? Are you going to go see?
And which
Halloween.
one you gonna skip?
Yeah, Halloween or Hereditary. Which one do you think is going to be better at the end of the day?
Yeah, folks, we definitely appreciate all the love. Once again, thank you for rating, reviewing on iTunes, on Podbean, on iHeart, Facebook. We appreciate everything you guys done. We are going to take a bit of a break, come back with a different type of topic here.
Oh, yeah, we're getting involved.
Yeah, a little bit. Just stay tuned. What's going on, Pops On Nation? This is your boy Raul of Pops On, and guess what? Your favorite dad's got a new number.
New phone. Who this?
Yeah, man. You guys can reach us at 321. Why is it ringing already?
This call will be recorded
What
and
the
monitored.
hell?
I have a collect call from
Hey, I got a dad joke for you guys.
What?
What does a snowman eat for breakfast?
an inmate
Oh,
at
Lord.
a San Bernardino County
Bro, who do we
detention
know in
facility.
San Bernardino jail? Oh, how did he get this number? Anyway, yeah, 321-405-2219. What the fuck is going on now? Hello?
Okay, yeah, listen, I'm ready to come pick up my 2 pies. I
Nice.
want everything on it.
Whoa.
No onions like last time. I
No,
ain't got
wait a
time for
minute.
that
Stop.
shit.
Who do you think you're calling right now, dude?
I'm looking for Sal's Pizza.
This is not Sal's, dude. This is Pop's on.
Pops on?
Yeah.
In Florida?
Yes.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yes.
I love you guys.
Oh, okay.
This is incredible.
Yes.
Raul, it does sound like you.
Oh, yeah.
All right, get on that Twitter shit and tell them to release the S already.
Will do, partner. Will do.
All right, listen, take care.
Peace. Let me turn this damn phone off. Listen, 321-405-2219. Call us, leave a voicemail, send us a text message. We definitely want to play these voicemails of your best dad jokes or your topics on the show at some point. 321-405-2219. That's Pop's on. You guys have a great day. Oh, we're on.
He wasn't ready.
I wasn't ready.
He lied.
I lied. I definitely lied. Welcome back to episode 44 of Pop Song, folks. This is Raul. Across from me, I still got...
Oh, it's Jay Alvarez.
I forgot your name. That's why
I forgot
didn't
my
say
name for a second, apparently.
And we got Marcel making sure we on levels and sounding great to go. Hey, guys. We've been trying to, start different segments and different things here, and we want to get a lot more serious. I don't want to say serious. A lot more in depth with what's going on in the community. We're gonna have a little segment called "Am I Hip Now?"
Am I hip? Is this what's hot and popping on the streets?
Is this what the kids are saying? And it's starting with because I watched a movie with my daughter called Love, Simon, and Alex Strangelove. Those are both more so about coming out the closet because they're gay, or more so Love, Simon. He already knows that he's gay, so he's hiding it. Doesn't want everybody to know. But he found a kid in the school that is also gay, but they're just talking secretly over email. That was cool. I like that movie a lot. It's definitely a little bit of a coming of age story. It shows you how difficult it is for kids to come out. It's not. I from watching that movie, I don't fully understand. Don't get me wrong, but I understand it is not like, oh, I'm out, I'm gay, this is me. It's process. It's time. It's something that you got to worry about what your family's gonna think, what your friends gonna think. And high school is not the easiest time in your life, especially for stuff like that, at all.
Yeah.
So that movie was cool. I really enjoyed it. And the next one I watched is a Netflix original called Alex Strangelove. This one, he has a girlfriend. Doesn't know that he's gay until this gay dude comes into his life, and he realizes, oh shit, I like him. Like I like him a lot. And stuff ensues with him and the girlfriend. They're trying to lose their virginity together, but to lose his virginity, he had to think of the dude, which was a whole other issue. Finally comes out at the end. All right, hey, I'm gay. I guess I knew from when I was little, but I just never really acted on it. Things of that nature. So definitely wanted to, speak on certain things, because nowadays it's with LGBTQX45 infinite. I don't know what's going on in that realm. It's a lot of sexuality. It's a lot of genders. It's completely different for a lot of people. So I'm just gonna read off a couple things.
Okay.
That I found. A list was found.
Now, before we go into this, I want to put out there, we respect whatever it is that you got going on.
Yes.
We are ignorant to a lot of this. We don't understand a lot of this, but just because we don't understand it doesn't mean that you have any less of a right to a dignity and respect. Chappelle said it. We were just talking about Chappelle.
Yeah.
He said it really well in his special. Like right after he finished telling some of the most atrocious jokes. I mean, they were good. They were well-written jokes. You got to admit, they were well-written jokes.
Well, damn.
But I mean, just because you don't understand something doesn't mean that the person who is going through it has any less of a right to live their life their way.
Yeah.
So we're probably gonna say the wrong thing. it's more than likely that we're gonna say the wrong thing.
It can happen.
We're gonna ask dumb questions, and we are not going to fully get any of this. Chances are. Yeah. So before we get into it, just know that before we go into it, we're trying. We're trying here. That's all we're doing is we're trying.
We're not trying to be disrespectful. We're not making fun of anyone. These are just things we saw that was like, all right, I have some questions.
Yeah. We may have some fun with these questions, but we are not making fun.
Yeah, there you go.
So that's our disclaimer up front.
There you go. All right. So I'm going to start off with some that we know, right?
Yeah.
Homosexual.
Got that.
All right. We know what that is. Heterosexual.
Got that.
We know what that is. Lesbian.
Got it.
And bisexual.
Yeah.
We know those, right? Normal. Cool. This is where it kind of gets a little iffy for me. Pansexual.
That's where you like Spanish bread, right?
That's
Pansexual. Hola, I love pan.
No, it's definitely not it.
Oh.
It's when you are attracted to all genders and or do not concern gender when you are attracted towards someone.
Okay, now isn't that bisexual?
Exactly. That's no. Okay. And Mel, you want to go ahead and chime in on this now? As a matter of fact, I'm sorry. It's not Mel. It's now Wynn. Not trying to be disrespectful. That's just what I know you as.
I know. You've known me that for like 10 years now.
Don't speak into the top. Speak into the side of the mic. Wherever the sticker is.
I found the blue. I found the blue.
Gotcha.
All right. Can you hear me now? Okay. Pansexuals, in all honesty, in my personal opinion, are just greedy.
Just greedy.
Because I've been with a pansexual.
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
This is as far as my voice can carry right now.
You're gonna get it closer.
All right. How about now? Nope.
Yeah, you should be right there.
How about now?
That's it.
All right.
There
So
you
this
go.
is where it's going. I've never had something this pointy in my face.
Oh.
Swing. Anyways.
We're gonna edit this out, but fuck it.
No, we're keeping this whole
right?
exchange. Yes.
So basically, in my personal opinion, pansexuals are people that want to have a relationship, but they don't want to have a relationship with one singular person. So they are open about the fact that they want an open relationship.
Okay.
Isn't that poly though?
You see that's why we have questions. That's it, because it does sound like poly.
I could have sworn that was pan.
And then poly is a whole other thing on a couple pages down.
Oh, good
I'm not gonna
God.
read all of them.
I'm already starting to feel like I'm too old for this game already.
That's funny. That's funny. And we're gonna talk more with Wynn later on in this segment.
And you know, it makes me feel good knowing that Wynn has no idea and Wynn's living this.
Yes. Yes.
So now I don't feel so bad.
Exactly. So then we got bi-curious, people who are open to experiment with genders that
Isn't that just sophomore year in college?
you know what I mean? Like it's crazy. Not crazy, but it's like I said, we have questions. All right, we're gonna go to a little bit more. So, yeah, like I said, bi-curious, people who are open to experiment with genders and are not only that are not only their own, but do not know if they are open to forming any sort of relationship with multiple genders. I don't know. Polysexual, when you are attracted to many genders. So I feel like a lot of these have the same
How
meaning.
many genders are there? Like, okay,
that's another thing.
but I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, okay, so, and again, this is just me being dumb because I legitimately, okay, so there's male and female, and I get that you may identify with the other gender than you are, all right? I get that. I don't fully understand it, I'll be honest, but I get it. Like, oh, you're a woman, but you identify as a male. Cool, okay, I can understand that. But there's two. At the end of the day, there's still two. Like, you're not going to say, like, are you male or female? I'm Rover. No, you can't just make shit up. You know what I mean? Like, so there's two. So how does poly mean I'm attracted to all sorts of... That's bi.
Wynn says it's greedy. I don't know.
I mean, are you just leaving the door open for an invasion of aliens that may have a third gender? I don't get that.
That's a good point. And people, again, if you're feeling some type of way, again, we're not trying to be
offensive.
But
But
if you know, call us.
Yes.
Let us know.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. Answer these questions. These are not rhetorical, and these are not meant to be disrespectful.
Not at all.
To me, it just sounds okay. This is bisexual. Like, then why do you need to be all this other stuff if we've got the term for it.
Exactly. Right. So then we have monosexual, being attracted to only one gender.
That's either gay or straight.
Yep. Allosexual, when you are not asexual, attracted to at least one gender. Like it's getting like it's.
Wait. That sounds like you like plants.
That's what I thought when I first read it.
Okay. I only like having sex with lotion.
Gynosexual, being attracted to feminine gender presentation. So I think I understand that one. If you look feminine, whether you're a guy or a girl, they're attracted to you.
Okay, I
get that. I might get that one.
I can start to wrap my mind around that one.
Right?
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Questioning people who are debating.
That's a vacation in Thailand. That's what I got. Okay.
Yeah. There you go. Questioning people who are debating their own sexual gender. So people that don't know.
What's that called again?
Questioning.
Okay. Yeah, and I get that too. That's kind of like bi-curious as far. I mean, I get where it's related to you though. Like I don't know how I identify. Right. Okay, I dig that. Sophomore year in college again. Got it.
Cishet or cishet. Cishet.
Okay, that's cis. I think is pronounced
cishet. I can't.
Because I know that I am a cisgendered heterosexual white male. I don't know what that all means, but I know that's what I am.
Well, that means someone who is both cisgendered and heterosexual. This is sometimes used as a slur. Oh, so it's not a good thing. I'm sorry if I offended anybody.
Oh,
oh whoops.
So I've been insulting myself.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's the sexualities, right? So then we go into genders because there's different genders and different sex. So cisgender, when you identify with the gender you were assigned at birth. That's cisgender.
So what you were born at?
What you were
Okay,
born
no.
as.
So I get the phrasing. It's not what you're born as because you're born who you are.
Right.
But you're assigned. I get that. I get that phrasing. That makes sense to me.
Transgender. And these two. I get confused. So transgender, when you identify with a gender different than you were assigned at birth, and then transsexual is when you have had gender reassignment surgery. Oh, I never knew. To change the sexual organs. Okay. All right.
You're transgendered first, and then post-op you're transsexual.
Sexual, yes. Right. Okay. All right. I'm getting it. And it goes into male to female. So binary. I hear that term a lot.
I've heard binary. Yes. What does that mean?
The genders at each end of the gender spectrum. What? The genders at each end of the gender spectrum, male and female. I don't know. Okay. All right. We're moving on. Non-binary, I've heard this, an umbrella term for genders that fall somewhere in the middle of the gender spectrum and are neither strictly male or female. This can be used as gender identification without further explanation. Sometimes in the term genderqueer is used.
But I kind of feel like further explanation is needed if you're going to tell me that, oh, I'm non-binary. What the
What am
You're not a star system, so what does that mean?
Literally, what am I getting into? That's what I need to know.
It just basically means that you have to tread lightly on pronouns.
Yep.
So what Wynn said, for those that can pick up on it, that means that you must tread lightly on the pronouns, which that's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
Because I remember the first time somebody got mad at me because I used him and he was like, I don't even fucking know how to refer to the dude.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm saying him. He had a penis.
You see how confusing it is?
And I didn't stick around for the full story, so I don't know the proper pronoun.
Right. Yeah.
But he was like, "Oh, did you just assume my gender?" And that was the first time I'd heard that phrase before, so I had no idea what I was getting into at this point. I was like, "Wait, what?" And he's like, "You should use pronouns that identify me before you ask me what to use." And I was like, "So what you're telling me is if I see you rob a bank and the police ask me to describe the person that did it, I can either be respectful or accurate when I give my description." Mm-hmm. Oh, I can't say him because it doesn't appreciate that pronoun. Well, was it a man or woman that robbed the bank?
Yes.
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 It goes back to what you were talking about.
Yeah. No, you're right. And again, we got to keep referencing this. We're not trying to be disrespectful. We're just
Not
trying
at all.
to figure this thing out.
And that was the first time I had ever heard of that. So I really had no idea where the boundaries were at that point.
Right. So then we have gender fluid, moving between genders or having fluctuating gender identity. So that means depending on how you feel in the hour, that you're either a man or a woman. Could not happen.
No, that's pretty accurate, actually.
Okay.
Okay.
It's
Let's get some insight.
It's a subconscious thing where you're floating between two different. It's basically a subconscious thing that you're floating between two different gender roles without honestly thinking about it.
Okay.
But see, now I was always told that gender roles were wrong in the first place.
That's correct, but you
Yeah,
still
that's
find
true.
in everyday life, so it's hard to get away from it.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. By gender, identifying as two genders, commonly but not exclusively male and female. Sometimes you feel like both genders at the same time, and sometimes you fluctuate.
I don't.
So sometimes you feel like a nut, and sometimes you don't.
Sometimes you feel like a nut,
So,
sometimes you don't. Okay.
I don't see. I don't get that. Like, how? Why do we need? Okay, I get that sometimes you identify as one and sometimes you identify as the other. Sounds to me, again, not being disrespectful. To me, it sounds like you're just trying to keep your options open on Tinder. But fair enough. Do you?
Fair enough.
But why? But why do we need more? Like this one. Like we kind of explained that one in the last one. Like, why do we need this again? Oh, but I'm a little further. Like, no, I don't get that. I really. Okay.
Help me understand.
Yeah, help us, guys.
me understand.
This is going to be an interesting.
321-405-2219. If you listen, we want to understand, folks. Give us a call. Let us know where are we going wrong. Maybe you have more insight than we have.
If you have questions, put it on. Hey, this is going to be wide open for discussion, folks.
Absolutely. And respectful.
Yeah, please be respectful. We will absolutely delete any disrespectful comments. Again, we're not coming from a place of disrespect. Some of the questions we ask or some of the things we say here may seem way out of line. Please, for those of you that are offended by it, keep an open mind to us. We are trying to keep an open mind to it. Just
this is why we.
These are the honest questions. I know I'm probably coming off like a dick. In all honesty, this is just the questions coming to mind.
Yeah.
I know you both well enough to know that you're asking out of interest and education versus just being malicious and cruel.
Right.
See,
okay.
we got Wynn stamps of approval.
And let me tell you something. Because this came up because of when Mel, however I know him, her, she. Like we are friends, and she's been talking about going through this whole change thing, and I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, why? Like, what happened to make you feel like, huh? Because like, I get it, you're lesbian, right? I love women, so I get that. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But how did that work for you? That's what and this is the best way to figure this thing out, right? So yeah, you can go ahead. What I'm gonna do, like what I want to talk to Wynn about is, how did she find out? Like how did you feel when you first realized that, hey, I love women? Like what age was that? Like what did you feel?
Do you want me to be honest with you?
Be honest.
5.
Okay, yeah. I've heard that age before.
Honestly, it was the first time, this first girl that I met. Well, actually, I didn't even meet her until high school, but there was this really beautiful girl that was in a grade above me. And every single day I would figure out a way to either be the first person in line or the last person in line, depending on what time.
was that?
Yeah. It was becoming a really creepy obsession. Like ridiculous.
But like
But what were you gonna ask?
no, I was gonna say, but like how did
How
did that make you feel? Like, because you're like growing up, because we're around the same age, so growing up back then, that a lot of that stuff is taboo. Like, it's not as accepted as it is now.
No,
so you had to basically hide those feelings. And how did that make you feel?
I sucked at hiding it. That was the problem. And the fact is that I lived within a community that was very rural and Southern and Baptist faith based. So needless to say, I kept very close and closeted for the entire time I was there.
Okay.
Because I was afraid. I was honestly afraid. Well, that and we really didn't have a lot of dating options in that town. So I was like, yeah.
I dig it. So then, all right. So 5, you figured out, okay, I like women. When did you feel comfortable coming out to your, who did you come out to first?
My father.
Oh, okay. How did that go?
That was the scariest feeling of my entire life.
How old were you?
I was probably about 20.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
to say I'm a late bloomer is really putting a soft touch to that. But no, I think it was one night we were talking about just general things, and we were talking about my brother and the fact that my eldest brother, his actual biological son, lived in LA, and he was in the like drag scene and this and that, and he wasn't really saying a lot of nice positive things.
Gotcha.
So without really instinctively knowing what I was doing, I was like, well, what would happen if Steven was gay? And he stopped dead in his fucking tracks. And he goes, I never thought about that. I was like, well, it's not fair to you to discriminate or say derogatory things about something that could just be as close to you as I am to you.
Right.
And he looks me square in the eye and he goes, is there something you need to tell me? I was like, oh shit. I opened this can of worms, didn't I? So naturally I was freaking out because this was still early on in the whole life transitional period for anybody in the LGBT
Absolutely.
community.
Yeah.
I was freaked out of my mind that he was going to throw all of my shit out, tell me that I was completely like done with him. He didn't want anything to do with me, and that was it. And as soon as it came rolling out of my mouth, he looks at me with the sweetest of eyes and he goes, baby, I could care less. You're my daughter. I don't care who it is that you want to spend the rest of your life with, as long as you're happy. That's all that freaking matters to me.
Exactly.
And I literally just started crying in the middle of the fucking restaurant. It was so hilarious. Everybody's like, is she okay? Is she okay? And he's like, I got this.
No,
Thank you.
and that's good. I mean, that's how it's. I mean, a lot of, like I said, a lot of times not
I
that
find
simple.
myself very fortunate for the fact that both of my parents were totally cool about it. Grandma, not so much. We're still working on that one.
Well, I mean, and it's not an excuse, but older folks are from a different time.
Yeah,
it's harder for
she's
them
a
to
dust,
accept that.
she's a Dust Bowl child, so yeah.
And there you go. And that's good that you had that type of support. Even like I said, I was watching Love Simon. His family was fine with it. His father took it a little different. He felt as though he's like, oh my God, I made all these jokes and I should have not. And it wasn't like gay jokes. It was just him talking about having a girlfriend or whatever. And he was like, I didn't know, and you could have told me and things like that. A lot of kids don't think they can talk to their parents about anything.
Yeah.
At all. I listen. I as much as I don't want to hear whatever is going on in my daughter's life, boyfriend wise, situation. I don't want to hear it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm never gonna be like, no, back away. I have to keep that line of communication open because I need her to tell me everything. I need her to, or my son for that matter, that hey, Dad, this is what's happening. Whether it's about that, whether it's about anything going on in school where you're messing up, you have to keep that line of communication open. That's
I agree.
good. So I'm happy that it wasn't a crazy experience because man, I've heard some horror stories. I've seen some horror stories in my own family. I mean, I'm not calling you names, but I've seen it, and it's like it's my thing is like your dad said. I don't care who you want to spend. That's you in your life. I just want to make sure that you're happy and that you're safe.
Yeah,
that's all a parent needs to care about.
No,
other than that,
I completely agree.
Because he's not going. What is he gonna do? No, you gotta like a guy, and that's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
you like what you like.
He could tell up to that point just how freaking miserable I was, and he just couldn't. He didn't want to push it out of me. He wanted me to come to it on my own, and I think that was probably the best way he could have gone about it, because he's about as right-winged as Donald Trump. He would have been one of those sons of bitches that voted for him.
Well, there you go. But and so
it was honestly hard for him because he's part of that Dust Bowl generation. He is like before he died, he was like just about to turn 70 something. So I was expecting that kind of reaction out of him.
Gotcha.
And he didn't. And it was so progressive and so positive and just so great. I was like, fuck, I should have done that sooner.
Right. And that a lot of people don't get to do that. But then so fast forward now to whatever you're going through right now.
All right, so
when does your first thought come to you say, I want to change this?
To be honest with you, 5.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
This
is not something that's new or some could say was related to other major catastrophes that have gone on in the last couple of years. But
We won't go get into that.
yeah, we'll get to that. But no, it was something that I've always honestly known. It was just hard for me to accept it because I saw how hard it hit my brother when I told him that I was gay. And I couldn't go through that again. And then to find out about all of my medical history with my mother and all of the women in my life, I was like starting to get educated on some of the health risks and things like that. And I was going back and forth continuously on whether or not this was a healthy decision for me. Mentally, yes. Emotionally,
You're ready.
fuck yes.
Gotcha.
But physically, I was scared.
Gotcha.
And then stuff happened in the last couple of years, and then I realized to myself that I've been living my life for the last 32 years for somebody else. I was always trying to be perfect for my parents. I was always trying to be perfect for my family. I was trying to be perfect in school when I showed up. I was trying to be perfect at work. Everything, it was to everyone's expectations, and I was holding myself to a higher than godly expectation. And it finally dawned on me what I was doing wrong. And I said, you know what? That's it. I'm done. I'm done living for other people. It's going to be my decision. It's going to be my life. I'm in control now.
Gotcha.
And that's kind of how it happened.
Okay.
There's more to it, but we'll get into that later.
I mean, no.
I have this habit of rambling. I have a habit of rambling.
I know
so
you.
I'm trying
That's
not to.
normal. But no, and then like I said, it's because when you spoke to me about it a couple different times, and I was like, all right. I mean, if that's what you want to do, go ahead, man. I get it. But it's just because then the other side looking at it when a man wants to become a woman. I have to have that same energy. I can't just be like, oh no, what are you doing? No, like you said, you weren't happy. You weren't living for you.
Yeah.
So if this is what you want to do to make your life a little better, by all means, because what you do for you is not gonna affect me in any way. You're still cool with me.
Yeah, you're still
You
my
know
boy.
what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's not like I'm gonna look at you in a different. It's just gonna be hilarious to certain situations that's gonna occur. That's gonna be great. But other than that,
I'm waiting for that day.
yeah, I'm not. It's and nobody should feel that way. Nothing you do is going to change to you physically. Is going to change or should change how anybody views you at all.
And it took me a while to honestly see that, and now that I have, I'm very grateful for the fact that I've gone ahead and just jumped that last bit off the cliff and said, it's my life now.
Well, that's cool. I mean, hey, listen, are you happy?
I am very happy.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters. And and a lot of this too is because again going back to, why people do whatever they like. Kate Spade and Anthony Bourdain. We still don't know the reasoning as to why what happened, but I do know of a lot of suicide that happens because they can't come out or they can't be who they really are or they're scared to do or people get beat up or beaten to death because of stuff like that. And I'm like, that shouldn't be. You have to be happy with who you are and. And not everybody's gonna accept it. Don't get me wrong. It's not everybody's cup of tea, and you shouldn't think everybody's going to accept it. I base everything off of respect. I still respect you as a person. Whatever you do is your business. That's nothing to do with me. But like I said, like I said, give it back to Jay. We just want to know. We just want to gain an understanding. We with the terms and the sexualities and the genders, we're still a little iffy on it.
It's confusing as all shit, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but in regards to transgender and transsexuality and homosexuality, I don't want to say we get it, but we understand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not something that you chose. It's something that you.
It's something you are.
Since you said from 5.
Yeah, like people, I always get really mad when I was like, how do you know you're gay? Well, how do you know you're straight? Okay, I get that. I'm sorry, I'm phrasing this the whole wrong way. I always get mad when people ask, well, how do you know you're gay? Motherfucker, you just know. How do you know you're straight? That's the way I meant to phrase that. Okay. Sorry, totally. I'm still playing catch up. I didn't have the mic in my hand for a couple minutes. But no, it's like, to me, it's always sounds like the dumbest thing is like, well, how do you really know? Fucking, you know. Like, you know what you are. You know what you feel. And if that's what you're feeling, that's what you know. If that's your truth, then live your truth. Though I've got to learn to respect it. If I have a hard time with it, well, that's on me, and that's my problem.
Yeah, that's nothing that you should have to figure out how do I mean. No, that's nothing to do with you as a person. That person doesn't respect it. They don't understand it. It's not your job. You know what I mean?
And I like that you brought up your father, especially being like in the Dust Bowl generation, because I'm always very pleasantly surprised lately when I hear about these old timers hearing about like their own kids or their own family members, and they're like, oh, okay, because that generation, people like, oh, well, they're very conservative and they're very very traditional. But they're also very cut and dry and very to the point. If this is what you are, then stop living a lie and just be who you are.
Facts.
And I've noticed a lot of these old timers, especially the ones that you would think would have a hard time with it, a lot do. I'm not saying that they're all great. A lot of them do have a hard time, and a lot of them are very backwards in the thinking. But like enough to surprise you, I've found, are more of a, well, why the hell didn't you tell me this sooner? I've been buying your shit. I've been buying your Barbies.
Yeah.
Like,
Or you get the, well, no shit.
yeah, or you get that one like, yeah, I've known this for years.
I've known this. Oh, did you just find out?
My brother's dad was exactly that same way. I told him, and he goes, well, it's about time. I'm like, excuse me? And he goes, honey, come on. You were outside playing with Tonka toys and working in the truck with me much more than you were playing Barbies with your mother.
There you go. There you go. And so it's you'll be surprised. I mean, again, it's not an easy thing to come out to whoever. And it is, like in Love, Simon, he kept saying, this was for me to do. This was for me to choose when I'm going to come out to whoever I'm going to come out to. You can't take that from me.
Yeah.
That's their choice. So you can't force somebody to come out of the closet. No. But you can be there for them as support when they are ready to tell the world or tell whoever they're trying to tell and get it across. It's yes, it's hard to do. I've had somebody come out the closet to me, and I didn't know how to take it. I was like, I had to hang. I gotta call you back, because the person just kept, hey, I gotta talk to you. I was like, what, man? What? I don't know when I'm gonna see you. I'm moving to Florida tomorrow. What you need? You got somebody pregnant or something? What's going on? He was like, no.
Nah.
Yeah. He was like, nah. I was like, I asked him a series of questions, and the last question was like, what are you, gay or something? He was like, I don't know. I was like, oh.
Yo, I gotta go pack this box.
I'm gonna call you back. But I've had conversations with that. After I called him back, of course. I'm like, listen, man, it doesn't change. I was like, doesn't change. I've known you practically my whole life. It's not gonna change how I look at you. It's not gonna change anything about you. You need somebody to talk to, I'm here. I'm cool with that. I remember like several months down the line, me and him was driving somewhere. He was like, no, I'm just going to be straight. I'm going to get a girlfriend because that's what people want me to do. I was like, my man, that's not what you want to do. You're not going to be happy. Don't do that. First of all, you're going to ruin whatever girl you get with. You're going to ruin that whole thing because she's going to know that you're not with it. She's going to know. Women know these things. She's going to know if this is what you want to do it and stop living for other people. Like, I was like, I'm gonna be straight up with you. No, I don't understand that whole men liking men thing. I don't. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I do. But that's what you do. That's what you like. That has nothing to do with anybody else but you. Live your life. Do what you want to do. Don't go out here and find no girl and then you're gonna end up doing the same thing anyway. It doesn't make any sense. Live your life. And at the time, again, it wasn't as accepted as it is now, but I was like, dude, you're gonna end up hurting whoever that is in the long run.
You're hurting the other person and hurting yourself too. Yeah. And it's not worth two victims just because everybody else thinks you should do. You should be a certain way. The one thing I'll ask anybody who is listening to this, if you're on like more of the angle that we're on, where this is all kind of new to you, give an opportunity for people to be themselves around you. Give them that opportunity to live their life around you, and don't come into it with a closed mind, because that's the only thing that's going to damage any. It doesn't matter how little you understand. As long as you make the attempt to do it, I feel like that's probably going to be the best way to come about the process. And then to the people that are on the other end of it, give an opportunity for people to change their thinking, because I will cop to it. I was one of those bastard kids when there was this one dude. I'm not going to say his name. I don't know that he listens, but we do keep up on Facebook. When we were kids, I tormented this dude. I called him every name in the book. There were a lot of F-bombs being thrown out. We made fun. And it wasn't just me. It was, that classroom stuff. And that's not dismissing it. I was a big part of that too. This guy's entire life growing up, I tormented him. I made him feel like less of a man. I tormented him because that was what I knew. That was the only thing I knew how to be. And fast forward 10 years after high school, I'm living in New York, and so is he, apparently. We bump into each other. And yeah, he's gay. He's out of the closet now. So there was one part of me that was like, nailed it. But then immediately the first thoughts that came to my head were, oh my fucking God, I've tormented this dude like his entire life. And he didn't recognize me right away, but I recognized him. He still looked the same. So I walked up to him and I was like, hey, bro. And I said his name and he was like, I'm sorry, do I know you? And I told him who I was. And he immediately backed up, and first words out of my mouth were, man, I am sorry for everything that I've put you through. It was one of those things that I could have gone on about my night. He would have never known that I was in the room, but I had to, because I'd evolved. My thinking had evolved. I went from being some dumb kid to being 28. I was almost 30. And I had seen things, and I said, look, man, I'm sorry, dude. I can't imagine the torment that I put you through. Exactly. And I have no right to ask you for forgiveness, and you have no obligation to forgive me. But I am sorry. And that's it. Like, I just had to put that out there. And the man gave me an opportunity. He gave me a chance to prove that I had changed my way of thinking, and I appreciate that. And we're actually pretty decent friends now. But I'm not going to say we're tight, because there's a lot of shit there. Yeah. But the one thing I will ask, give people that opportunity to change their thinking and give them the benefit of the doubt. If you grew up with somebody who made your life a living hell, and you run into them as an adult and they seem to have changed, it's not always a ploy. It's not always a trap. And I'm just coming that on my own personal opinion, my own personal experience, because I am trying to understand. I am trying to be, more understanding of other people. And if it wasn't for him giving me that shot and that opportunity, I don't know. I don't know that I'd give a damn. So I appreciate him for being forgiving, and I apologize all over again. If you're listening to this, you know who you are. And to anyone else that's going through that, just give them that same opportunity to make amends, I guess.
Absolutely.
That's my plea.
That is it. Yeah. Wynn. Wyndham, full name. I do appreciate you giving us some insight on the whole sexuality thing, gender thing, and then, telling your story, because this may help somebody. We don't know. This is what we're here for. It may help somebody, talk to their parents, talk to their significant other, what have you. So we appreciate that.
No worries, man. Anytime.
Appreciate it. But folks, again, if you have, this is our segment called Are We Hip Now? Am I Hip Now?
Very fitting for Pride Month, by the way.
Yeah. Oh shit! I didn't even think. No, honestly, I didn't think of that. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Well, first of all, no, I don't know what Pride Month is.
Well, because it's different in Florida. Florida, a lot of places in Florida celebrate Pride Month in April, especially in Miami. Have you tried to throw a parade in Miami in June?
No.
Hot as balls.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we in Florida, it's a little tricky because a lot of places do it in April because it's a lot cooler to throw parades and festivals. Yeah. So it changed, but June is the official Pride month.
Okay.
That's when you get the big parade in the village.
I'm gonna be honest, and because I do hate companies that do this shit just because it's Pride Month. I honestly did not know it's Pride Month. Oh. So I'm definitely glad that we did it this month. Yeah. But I did not know. But yes, no. Thank you so much. And Jay, I appreciate you allowing us to do this segment. Marcel, everybody, because we are all open-minded here.
Yeah.
We are all, we're not discriminating. We're gonna shit on whoever we want to shit on equally. Don't get us wrong here,
By the way, this week we didn't do it. Kanye's back in the corner. We didn't have anybody else to put in there.
He is the corner. So he's there.
Kanye is the corner.
We didn't forget. Nobody else was acting up stupid. So Marcel, he defaulted back in the corner. But yes, any questions, any topics you guys want to discuss in this type of segment, we're not shying away from any topic here. There's a lot of people I would like to talk to.
Yeah.
To find out why. Just why. Just a conversation. Nothing disrespectful. Just why.
Yeah, bring it on and share your story with us. If you came out or you're going through your own transition right now, hit us up. Like, it's very sincerely, please do record a vlog, write a long post.
Yeah, we'll share it.
Yeah, please share that because it's something we want to support.
Absolutely.
In all honesty.
Absolutely, guys. Again, give us a call, 321-405-2219. All Twitter at the Pop Song Pod. Instagram at the Pop Song Podcast. No dad jokes at gmail.com. Definitely hit us up there. We read those. We definitely monitor them. So don't think we don't, because it is something that we want to reach out to everybody. We want to engage. Again, with the Pop Song Podcast Facebook group. Pop Song Podcast Facebook page. Go ahead and rate and review us on that.
Please rate and review.
iTunes, Podbean, iHeart, all that stuff. You can text us. You can WhatsApp us. You can snap us at at popson_snap. We are literally everywhere. We don't shy away from any topic. We appreciate all the love and support. Jay, anything else you want to let people know?
Nah, it's good. Wynn, thanks for coming out for the episode. We appreciate the hell out of it.
Yes.
Really hope other people do share their stories because that'll be it. Not more than supportive. It's interesting. It's interesting to see people's lives.
Absolutely.
Regardless of what the story is. It's always interesting to put yourself in another person's shoes.
Absolutely. And we're not just talking about sexuality. Anything, any topic. If you are a racist or something, you want to hit us up, we will talk to you. We don't have a problem with that. I would. I
had some great conversations with a member of the KKK.
Yeah. Hey man, come on through. I just want to know why.
Yeah.
That's it. But anyway, guys, this is it for us at the Pop Song Podcast. On behalf of Marcel and myself, and Jay, thank you very much for all the support. Jay, let me know.
Hey guys, don't forget, spoil kids, not movies.
And please, no dad jokes. Peace.